So welcome to a video about the SRX for those of you who are interested in this particular motorcycle. We've owned the bike since the mid-noughties, bought originally for my wife, but some previous basketball injuries have meant that the way the bike is designed, predominantly as a cafe racer, has created some issues for her with the riding position. We probably should have moved it on earlier, but I had a bit of a hankering for it. I love the bike. A few non-standard details you can see here are a number plate, which I didn't mean to expose, but never mind, we'll leave that as it is that it's got the wrong indicators on. I have got some SRX indicators, they're in the barn, they'll come with it. It's currently sporting a bar end mirror, which has been tapped into the end weight because there's no other better way of doing it. Although I have today discovered the original mirrors, and I think if we get close enough, you can just about see, just down here, the Yamaha insignia. That's the spare crankcase cover from the generator side, and if you look down here you'll see why that was purchased. And as I've discussed in the advert for the bike, there's another complete engine in the barn which will go with this, which will give you lots of opportunity to crack on with stuff. So I'm going to take my life in my hands and walk around the other side, just whizzing past the fact that it's got Metzeler tyres on. As you can see, they're absolutely well, almost pristine actually. There is a dent in the end of the can here, which was here when we purchased it. But as you can see from the footrest rubbers, we are talking about original mileage. They're barely touched, as is the gear change and brake, etc. I'll have a look on the other side in a minute. The frame is showing signs of its age. There's little flecks of paint around, and as you can see, I'm not the most diligent cleaner in the world. She, poor old girl, has really sat in the corner of the barn and awaited a saviour. So front tyre, again, new Metzeler. As you can see, the bobbles are still on here where we've run it. This is probably the original front disc, I think, because the only one we've changed is the back one for run out. Although the downpipes are stainless, you can see that they need a decent scrub and a clean. Aluminium oil tank, and you can see again the other side of the marking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the exhausts. It is absolutely stone cold. I haven't started the bike for, oh God, about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So we'll take our luck in our hands. So what I'm going to do is prop this up and we'll see what happens. So hopefully, yeah, it looks pretty good to me. We'll see how it goes. So you get to see me now, which is a joy. And we'll see how we get on. It requires priming because it's on a vacuum pump, quite an early one. And a little bit of choke. Come on. Less rapid now, I hope, but as I say, it hasn't been started for about 4 weeks, so it's just that issue with the vacuum getting it through. So here she is pottering along now. As you can hear, the exhaust systems on these do muffle them, and there's a very, very large collector box underneath the bike, under here, a massive big box which keeps this noise down, and many people have taken those exhausts off. But it seems to work well. Set her run a bit. So it's fine. The thing I like about this is all the aluminium detailing, which I think is really clean. Nice clean exhaust pattern here. Let's just look at this. As I say, the mileage is low and very genuine. Issues at the back. You can see here that this has been cut away to allow this number plate to sit on flat. And if we had to add in a small reflector to get it through one of its MOTs, when one of the MOT testers decided to get quite grumpy about it. Two-tone seat needs a bit of a clean. The tank's the biggest issue for me. There are some, hang on, There are some small bumps just here you can see in the tank. It's been repaired before. My dent where I caught it with the bloody door, and there's a slight crease in the paint there. And there's a couple of very small scratches just here and here, which you can see. Everything else is original. It's got these spacers in, which you can see here, which are designed to drop the fork tubes through. They're a factory fit, so not seen them before, but they're great. And as I've said in the advert, sharpens the steering angle up nicely. I have done almost nothing to this bike other than change the chain and sprockets, put the tyres on it and service it. It is in need of a run desperately from the sound of things. I think we might be in need of reserve. Hang on. I'll just turn that around. There'll be a momentary pause while I put the phone down. Right, and everything seems to have cheered itself up again. As you can hear, hopefully, no nasty noises. It's pretty understandable given that. And as I say, most of that is about, some of it's going to be in kilometres, so in actual miles terms it's probably down around the 10 mark, I would think, in its life overall. All the usual things work. The 2 pointers here, these are not screwed in, they're simply held in with a little bit of silicone sealant just to stop the screws popping out, but just to keep the holes clean and free. I think there's not a lot else to say really, except that I might go for a ride this afternoon because it's great fun.